doing nearly so well. And of course, both are beaten Wrath. Gluttony is, he's just out for small portions of time, and of course, also is not nearly as well anything. He's not as well equipped. He's not as well. I don't think he's max level or anything of that nature. And primarily, his primary purpose is giving speed boosts to arrogance. Etril didn't do much. She wasn't out for long periods either, but honestly, I think again she's not wonderful in the AoE fights. So there's that. Um, Looks like Leia did very well in healing, all things considered. Yeah, it was not bad. Not a bad attempt. I'll take it. Ah, you're back. Excellent. Welcome back, guys. All right. So that was entertaining. Um, can't quite do that yet, or at least I wasn't able to at this time. Um, I don't know that there's much I can do to level these guys up much right now. Um, might could exchange Laurel for for Idril, but if I do that, really maybe a better idea if I just switch this all together in that case, and then um, Laurel could help with getting the rage back to specifically arrogance and arrogance Cetrum. Um, um, Rain is dead. Edrin is his name. Anora. It would be very helpful. So if we stick her, we're still gonna need another healer, and it would be good to have a Lord. Um, the trouble is, what would we want to do? First of all, what kind of healers are there available? Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Um, wonder what kind of lords we have in this faction here. We have Nocturne. What does he do? He's not a lord, but I mean, he's got the true damage thing. I don't think he would be very good. He's just a single target guy. Um, all right. So as far as lords in that faction go, it's really just we have Isolde and we have Dagnan. It's no bueno. This guy I don't know anything about. I don't want him to be my lord. I was just looking at him, game. I was just looking. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. So, question is, do I want to just add a nightmare guy maybe? Do we have any nightmare guys that are not being represented here? I don't have any healers in nightmare. I don't know if there are any healers in nightmare, to be honest. Um, is there anybody I would rather have than Gluttony? I could stick Baron in and throw him out as a wall in front of Arrogance, because Arrogance can hit further. The thing is, it would diminish the amount of spaces that he has to be hitting guys or have somebody out in front of him like that under these conditions. So I'd rather not. It would be cool to have another dude out there. Greed has not been all that helpful to me yet. I think he's probably pretty good, but I haven't seen it yet. We have this new guy who I haven't leveled up yet. Ares. I don't think he would be fitting for this, from what I can see. No, he no good here. It doesn't really look like it. I mean, that's cool. When deployed, immediately attacks up to 5 enemies in front, dealing 400% damage and inflicting stun and vulnerability. That's kind of neat. Throw him out, do a massive hit. I mean, possible. I don't know about all that. All right, pull that back out. Um, not sure. I mean, okay, so I'm just throwing Gluttony out because I'm trying to get the speed up. It gets a little bit of DPS, not very much. Actually, I think that Baron would out DPS Gluttony. Alright, so if we just make that switch, he'll do a little bit better on the DPS. He'll also be a defender. He can take more hits, etc. Possibly a better idea. Um, could put Morrigan. I haven't found that she's been tremendously helpful. What I don't have in this case is another healer. If I stick it like this, I don't have another healer here, which is an issue. Could try. No, I don't like it. Don't like it. All right. The other option is we could throw Hollow out into that group. Missing out on any kind of Lord bonus might still be fine. Would Hollow be sufficient? I don't know. I'm not sure. Would be better if I had her leveled up, but if wishes were fishes, we'd all cast nets. She's got another rage regen increase we could have. So the trouble is, with that, we have her that she grants damage increase for 8 seconds to allies every time they use their ultimates. And then it says when the skill is active or activated, restores 4% rage for 2 random allies within range every 2 seconds, lasting for 12 seconds. So we could stack them, but the problem is they don't exactly stack. One will override the other. So when her ultimate is going, then she'll be restoring rage like that, and Hollow's thing won't be her passive ability. That only goes off when Light of Bliss is active, though. So if we were, kind of going off and on, maybe, if we switched them out, maybe. Odds are I won't be paying attention to that, to be honest. So, I don't know. We could try it, see what happens. All right, let's see here. Dell says I've only beaten 3-21. I'm not sure what that means. Is that on guild raid 3, level 21? And Cody says, to be honest, now that I have A5 Valora, I could probably do guild raid 323 if I worked on it. Probably try it tonight. Okay. All right. Now, let's see this again. What do we got going here? Yeah, let's try it. We'll throw Laurel in amongst them and see what happens. I think I'll have to put Laurel in that space there if I do that, though, which is an issue. Where does this fall into? See, that doesn't work very well. So we won't hit a lot of the people that would be nice to hit if we stuck her anywhere else. And I would have to put Okay. Yeah, it's not gonna be pretty unless I put. Yeah, I don't want to split them. That's okay. We'll just go with it as is. All right. So let's put arrogance, Adrian, Cetrum. We're gonna have to put her here regardless. And then we could put Laurel here and hit both of them, plus people here. Well, no, she'll hit arrogance, but she won't hit Edrin from here. What can you do? You know, I guess we gotta just try it like that for the moment. Just throw Xena out. She'll be in range to get that. We can put Cetrum over there beside her. And then Anora. Let's go ahead and do that just so we can have the extra there. With Hollow, we can cover everybody like so. And then I want to put out Anora next. We have Xena going down, which is fine. Now, one issue we have is that over on the far right, we don't have anybody really on that. I mean, Anora is the only one who can hit over there. And so, what can I do? I mean, Cetrum can hit during his ultimate if nothing else. It's not great. I don't know if this is better or worse, honestly. Maybe if I had put Edrin one over, then both of them could be covering a portion. And of course, Xena is sitting over there, but as these guys have mentioned previously, the heal is crazy. Let's throw Baron here and put Wrath out there. Sure, let's throw Wrath out there on those things as well. Wrath and Baron will have a little bit of, moments. The wall is almost down, unfortunately, and we've got Laurel was down. Xena's back, can stop a couple. 47 out of 59. That's a little bit better. A little bit better. Alright, that's probably about the best I'm going to manage for the moment. Let's see the stats on that. Edrin did almost 30 million. Arrogance 23 million. And maybe, you know what? I may try it one more time. The problem is, okay. I would have to split. Okay, I wouldn't necessarily have to split the healers. Alright, let's try this one more time, see if this works. I don't think that it will, but there's a possibility. One problem is that the right-hand side was being neglected to a large degree. And so they were just being allowed to beat on the wall pretty much. So let's see if we can stick Arrogance on this side, Edrin on the other side. And then the trouble is, again, we can't hit both of them with Dao Chen if we do that. But there's the possibility that we could stick Laurel on the other side. I do want to throw Xena out to get killed right away. And I don't care, how quickly she dies. So now if we stick them like this, No. Yes? No. That's not good. We don't want Laurel over here. We want Laurel on the opposite side of Hollow. So we would want Laurel over here. Right? Yeah, right. And we want to switch back and forth a little bit with Dao-chan. We've got Hollow, who will be on this side, and regenerating rage a bit. And then we would want probably to stick Setrum on the left side. Let's see here. Probably here is fine. That should be fun. Let's go ahead and do both of those. And then switch back. Who died? That was Xena. That's fine. We would want a Nora. I suppose we could put a Nora on this side. I don't know that it'll make much difference. Could put a Nora on this side. Nah, doesn't matter. Ha. Did not get Dao-chan switched over quite in time. That's a shame. Not going very well, I'm afraid. It's a terrible, terrible move not hitting that in time. And the thing is, too, that it's not very good having I think maybe I don't need Hollow at all. If I can just remember to switch Dao-chan when I should, possibly. Alright, so what if I took away Hollow entirely? Didn't have a healer. Edrin can't cover that side by himself. I don't know. It's a tough question. Cody says, yeah, you definitely need anti-heal. That would be great. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't have those guys. So, alright. So say we take away Hollow. We throw in somebody else. Who do we throw in? I think that having a Lord for Adrian would be good because he is okay. Well, now hold on. Let's think this through for a second. We actually have two Infernal people here. Would it be good to have a Lord for the Infernals? Do I have? Is that that's Solcatus, right? He's the Lord for the Infernals, and he would do very good things. Okay, so I did that, and then we're gonna increase the healing, increase the everything for all those guys. Lose Hollow. What do we do about that side if we lose Hollow? Then we can put people who heal themselves on that side. And don't worry about it. Put Wrath, put Edrin, folks with shields and things. Setrum also has something, I think. He has an artifact that, yes, restores 3% of his max HP. Alright, okay. So he has something. If we need to put him over there, we could. Not sure if we need to. And then, okay, let's try this. See how bad it goes. So let's stick arrogance over here, wrath over here, and then think for a second. I would like to put I'd like to put Xena out now, and I think that makes the most sense. I've been doing that, and maybe I should put her on the other side so that she dies faster. It's not the worst idea. Let's throw her next. Go ahead and turn Dao Chan into a damage support. Let's put actually let's put Cetrum next over here. And then Nora next, but wait, better start clicking buttons over there or people are gonna die. It's a sad day when that happens. They're not quite up to snuff yet, so I don't want to change her out until they look a little bit better. Now, do I stick out Wrath, which would increase the damage from Arrogance, or do I do Sulkadens, who I know not much about? I think we stick out Wrath for the moment. And then we take her out of healer mode so that, gotta put her back in almost immediately. Good. Xena went down. That's what I wanted to happen. I can throw Baron out here. Where do I put him? Maybe in front of Wrath? Sure. How about there? Facing this way. Who's this who's dying? It's Nora. Okay. Alright. So we've got to try to keep Nora alive for a second. And then we can switch over. And then back. But not in time. It's alright. So Paddins goes out. And can't switch right now, or Dao Chan would die, which would be a real shame. We've got somebody available over here, so I should switch somebody out. Maybe we, you know what, he does best. What if I switch Wrath? Let's take Wrath, put Xena out. Really need something here. Gotta have something. It's no good. No good at all. Ah, that was a bad idea. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. No good. Let's see. Bill says, yeah, it's gonna take a lot of damage to overpower that boss hill. Yeah, it's rough. Cody says, to be honest, you could be unstunned right now, but you literally need an anti-healing champ. Cody says that, by the way, Kipper, if you started actually building the champ with sets and stuff, you're basically getting to the point where you have like 100% crit rate and stuff. But to an extent, a little bit. I looked at the gear a little bit earlier today. It's not as bad as it could be, and it's not probably as good as it should be. So that's where it's standing at the moment. I think I have some artifacts on some people who could be increased, but you know, it's okay. So we've got Adrian's crit rate's at 87.5. Arrogance is at, let's see, we'll just go through the top guys here. He's he's got 106 there. What did I say on him? Which 106 is too much, obviously. Cetrum is 80.5, so they're not quite up to where they should be, but they're not, and this doesn't matter as much because she's a healer mostly, but she's also, you know, it doesn't work on the heals. I don't know if it works on anything else with her or not. But that was the wrong button. There we go. She definitely could use some more crit rate. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, could be better, could be worse, pretty much. 77's pretty low. Um, yeah, at some point I do need to do a better job on them. But, I've tried to make sure none of them went, you know, got extra crit rate when we don't need it, um, which sacrifices in other areas. But otherwise, yeah, they're 80 to 100 for the most part. Um, Cody says, and remember, crit rate doesn't work on healer unless it's Artemis or Marissa. Right? Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I was commenting about there with Dale Chan. Like her crit rate isn't up, but I don't really care because it doesn't help her. Um, and I know 100 is the max. So yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, it could be better. Could be worse. We got 7 background fights complete here. 5,460 gold, 4,410 XP potions, 70 of each of these kinds of insignias, and 4 legendary extracts. Now, the next question is, what was I trying to get those extracts for? It was some healer. They needed a promotion. I wonder who they were. We're gonna find out by just going through. Ah, you know what? It was this one. It was Leia, and that'll be cool. Triggers an enhanced basic attack after every 3 basic attacks, increasing its healing by 50%. Let's promote her.
Music is a balm that transcends death itself.
Okay, that's great. We're glad to know about the music bit. Alright, her attributes also go up a little bit. And that was for her basic attack, which is this AoE heal. Um, so triggers an enhanced basic attack. Grants attack-based healing to 3 allies in range. So yeah, not too shabby. Okay. Wonder what else I was going to do here. Who knows? Who knows? We got hero training over here. And that gives us one of these rare summoning crystals. Very nice. Dill says min-maxing gear makes a big difference. Yes, for sure. Cody says a very big difference mint end. Likely true. Um, but yeah, at some point I need to sit and really do a better job on it. But it's just so boring to me, Um, that's the reality of the situation. So, all right. 100 of those. So let's go ahead and run some more of these mystery of artifacts here for however many that gets us. Auto fight 4 times, looks like. Cody says boring but essential. No, I do understand. I primarily have always played an MMO that is, of the more traditional type. And yeah, obviously gear is important. And then maxing, sure. If you're doing the harder tier stuff, that matters. If you're doing lower level or easier content, then it's it just makes things go faster. But if you're doing the high level stuff or and it's not even necessarily high level, but the harder content, then certainly it does matter. Dale says, do you know how to save sets? That makes it so much easier. Um, Save sets. So you talk about like switching. I know how to switch. Like if I go to storage and I go to the overview and it says like quick change and you can change with another person. Like this. But if you're talking about something where you can say, ooh, what's the plan button? Is that what you're talking about? I know that you said an ad is happening right now. That's unfortunate. I bet that is what you mean. Okay, all right. I see. Save plan. Cool. Yeah. No, that's a much better way to go about it, I would say. All right. Cool. I will have to look at that because otherwise it's grueling, you know. All right. Here's what we got in the background fight there. We got 16,390 gold, 3,000 XP potions, 10 flawless meteorites, 15 radiant meteorites, 48 mithril, 120 mystery of artifacts trophies, and 123 conquest points. Very cool. Well, let's see. We've got some stuff over here in the mine. We have 3,700 coins, 2,600 XP potions, 16 stamina, 5 mithril, and it's in the box. It is 2 insignia of marksman 2s. Excellent. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna. Well, I would like to get some more of the mystery of artifacts run or something, because it would be good to get some of those things on the event done. Yeah, words. Great Conquest. That's the one. We're at 15,135. Could definitely use some more points there. Let's see what we have in Gear Raid 2. I was checking Gear Raid 1 a moment ago and was unable to move forward. Let's try Gear Raid 2. Welcome back. Cody says, funny enough, it was basically end game when I started playing for all the updates. Oh, wow. Crazy. Crazy. Gear Raid 2, what is that look like? This is... Oh, Sandstorm guy. Oh, yeah, that's not great. Yeah, I remember this fella. He's the one who has guys run at you, and ultimately I just decided to weather the storm with some beefy fellows and some healers. And that was fairly effective the last time I did this. However, I just noticed that it is 5:17. I'm going to have to run for a while, so I've got to do the real life stuff, Perhaps when I return, maybe we can tackle some of this stuff. All right. Looks like I better take off. It was a pleasure chatting with you all. It was it's good to see everybody. And if you're not following me yet, be sure to follow me and turn on notifications so that you can see next time I go live. Interrupting myself here. Cody says, I can't wait for Kip to experience Tower and GD, which I find is Gear Dungeon. See, now I know the lingo. Gear Dungeons. When I first started, Nightmare 4 was the biggest guild boss, says Dill. And Cody says, when I started playing, they were only stage 18 in Gear Raid. Cool. That's neat. This is like 2 months in, something like that at this point. So that's funny. It's crazy. But I'm sure that the game has changed a lot since then too, because it's been a couple of years. All right, I've got to run for now, guys. I will definitely be back on later at some point. It's hard to say when, but I will give it a go when I get back if I can remember that long. Hey, I want to try Gear Raid 2. We'll see. If not, if I don't know what I'm doing, remind me. Hey, didn't you intend to do Gear Raid 3? I'll be like, oh yeah, that was hours ago. All right. For now, I gotta get going, and I will see you all later, hopefully, maybe next time. For now, have a good one.